I never planned on telling this story on TikTok, but here we are. So when I first started my website, I had this customer who was my number one customer, bought every single thing that I sent him. He was pretty much a follower since the beginning. We would talk every day. He made custom requests, very, very specific things, and he also had a very specific username on the website. 2 months in, this person had spent around 2,000 Australian dollars on the site, and I had someone view my TikTok page with the exact same username, and underneath that it said from your contacts. I wrote down every single contact in my phone. There was 120 numbers, and I crossed out the people who it said invite to TikTok or if they already had an established TikTok account. I was left with 6 names, and one of them was my stepdad, and I just went with my gut. I went absolutely mental trying to figure out who this person was from my contacts. I narrowed it down to 6 people, and one of them was my stepdad. I went with my gut feeling and I messaged the website account and I said, I know who this is, and within 2 minutes got a text from my stepdad saying, hey Tay, can we talk? When I figured out that it was him and I messaged the account saying, I know who this is, his first response on the website was, who? ? Babe, you don't know. And I then responded and I said, you need to tell her before my sister and I do. Within a couple of minutes of me sending that message on the website, I got a text message to my phone from my stepdad saying, hey Tay, can we talk? I said, no, we cannot talk. You need to tell her right now, meaning my mum. He then proceeded to beg me to speak to him before I went to my mum. He had no idea I was actually already on the phone to my mum as these texts were coming through. My mum was happy with me speaking to him. I kept her on the line on another phone and she listened to the whole thing, and he pretty much said that he subscribed for my welfare, and I said $2,000 for my welfare. He then said it obviously turned into something that it shouldn't. Now I know what you're all thinking, oh, stepdad fantasy, could have made content from it, blah blah blah. This man had been in my life since I was 11 years old and spent $2,000 on custom content every single video that I sent out. When I caught him, he denied it to all of his friends, and obviously my mum got rid of him straight away. But yeah, if you want to talk about family trauma, my stepdad watched me have sex with my partner for 2 months. If you have been following along my TikToks, Now guys, this is a dedicated stepdad. You sat there and watched your stepdaughter, and it's a lot of freaky dudes out here that's watching this stuff. Subscribe to OnlyFans for, you want to see what your stepdaughter is doing that bad? You raised this girl since she was 11 and you watched her blossom, and there are no other women in the world. You just have to get with her, and then you make up an excuse about your well-being. You're spending $2,000. You're buying everything she's sending out, requests and all this other stuff that you're making for her. You're watching her get her cheeks clapped by her partner on there. And these older guys, are you that dumb that think that some people just can't find out you living behind an avatar? You're following her on TikTok. $2,000, bro. I don't know. I can't relate. You guys who spend money on women that you never even get to touch. I never understood that. Like, I could see if you married her mom when she was already like in her 20s and you're saying she's your stepdaughter and things like that. But a girl that you raised from 11 years old, bro, it makes you think. And a lot of ladies, I know you don't know what a man is thinking, but you're with a guy that's your husband and he's fantasizing about your daughter and stuff like that. Hey, can we talk? And you got caught. All these women on OnlyFans and you want to watch her. Anyway, man, let's get back to the video to see what else is going on here. His stepdad was subscribed to my spicy website and we talked every single day. And one time when I was doing a promo for a $10 rating, he sent back a pic and I rated it for him. When all of this came to light and my mum wanted, I guess, a little bit more confirmation and closure that it was him, my mum asked me to send her a screenshot, which I did, and her response was, yep, that's him, small. This has to be one of the most mortifying things that has ever happened in my life. So I told her on the phone as he was messaging me asking to speak to me, and I just said, look, he's pretty much outed himself by saying, hey Tay, can we talk? It's definitely him. I had to tell her the extent of the content that he had been buying. And my mum is normally a very loud, strong, opinionated woman, and she was very quiet and definitely in shock. She wanted me to call him and talk to him with her on the phone, so I called him from my partner's phone on a private number, and she heard what he was saying about how it was for my welfare. By the time he got home, about half an hour later, my mum basically said, pack your bags, get out, this is done. He had absolutely zero chance of redeeming himself. My mum also had a few choice words to say, which I can't say on TikTok, about him being a predator.
Who knows what he did when the thoughts he was having, but he's acting upon them now. It's still weird. Even though she's grown, it's still weird. You raised this girl. But what I find interesting is that she rated the guy's little man and sent the picture to the mom, and the mom said small. This woman looks like she's in her mid-20s. So at least 10, 15 years you've been with this guy. So you've been dealing with a small little man all this time. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is, ladies, you got guys out here, especially, I understand life goes on. You're not always with the man that you had a child with, whatever. You move on. When you have girls and boys too, please pay close attention to your children. Even though this man, according to her, and she seems all happy telling these stories, 6 videos that I compiled together. But you never know what's going on in the back of someone's mind if they had the chance to do something. And he's spending this amount of money to live out some fantasy that he may have had all this time. It's very sick. It's very disturbing. It is crazy. Like I said, once again, if she was already grown and okay, she's got an OnlyFans, whatever, then that's cool. That's just like, well, baby, let me subscribe to you. I got a daughter. Let me subscribe to your OnlyFans to make sure you're not doing anything strange. Of course she's doing things strange. I don't know. You found out, you deduced it. Folks are crazy, and she's just saying all this stuff with a smile on it. I wrecked my mother's marriage, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was getting my cheeks clapped on camera. Strange situation, man, to say the least. Very strange situation. But let me know what you guys think, though. What do you think about all this stuff right here? Have you guys ever been involved in something like this? Comment below. And this goes for the ladies too. Have you ever been involved with something like that, where your mom's husband or stepdad came later on and was saying crazy shit like that? Let me know. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. It helps to support the channel. Guys, if you don't know, I've always been doing advertising. But if you're interested in advertising your business, if you're an entrepreneur, even if you're a content creator and you want to promote your business, on my community tab on YouTube, I got over 90,000 subscribers that you will have access to that audience. Hit me up. The link is below. With that being said, much blessings in abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.